So welcome to the NRT Carbon Cartoon Development Update, and I'm glad that we're all here. What I'll do is I'll explain where we've reached in terms of the production workflow. It's all a work in progress, but I'll explain where we've reached, and then, of course, I'll ask you to just weigh in as we go. So it's a discussion, and I want to encourage you to feel free to talk and to make it discussive. So it's not just me talking. So what we're saying today is that we're coming up to the last, you can say, phase of at least what we consider to be the final product for what you can roll out with. I think this is maybe how to phrase it, because some of the work seems to be now somehow narrowed down and focused on, for example, Samburu and the English and Swahili versions. So there will be work ongoing, I suppose, once this is out to complete what is not done. So we're focused very much now on the English, Swahili, and Samburu versions. So this is one. The other thing is to do with now the production, which I need to update you on. And I have a render going on of the pre-production, which I'd like to share with you, the pre-visualization, sorry, which I'd like to share with you today. But I want, because it's still rendering, I want to start with, I'll do it the other way around. I'll start with the conversation on the recording, and then hopefully by the time we're done, I can play back the rendering of the animation. So to begin with, in terms of the work that needs to be done and work that's done, the work that's done is the pre-visualization for Act 1. We're doing the pre-visualization for Acts 2 and 3. That's ongoing. And the actual final animation for Act 1 is being worked on as a follow-through to the pre-visualization. So the pre-visualization shows you a rough draft of the animation, but the actual animation with the wardrobe is being traced on top of that. So that's what's happening as we're speaking. It's just work that's ongoing. So it's, I try to pick it up from what people are doing and then present it to you. So that's the animation side. On the audio side, which is what I really want to start with, is I spoke with Shibiha and indicated what needs to happen administratively in order for us to host the people who are coming over. There are some payments that are needed by NRT, one of which is the talent fees, the fees that in essence will allow the actors to give up their voice talents for this production. So they have to sign model release forms. So that's really the fee for that. So that we discussed that. We also discussed the issue of facilitation, that the people who are coming need to be facilitated. I talked with Carlos, there are 11 of them, and for Samburu. And I mentioned this to Shibiha, and he's also aware that we need to now plan for their transportation, their accommodation, and their meals, and any other expenses. So that is ongoing. Why it matters is because for them to come, if we said 8th is when they're coming, then the payment needs to be done and the money and the facilitation needs to be done before then. And I think maybe in that sense, the ball is in the court of NRT and we're just waiting for that to be announced. Once we know that it's done, then we can set the date for real. I think the date we were working on 8th is at least a working date, but may not be, it may move. So that's the update, I think, for since last week. The rest is the same. Maybe I invite comments or suggestions, anything that you'd like to say. Karen, go ahead if you had stuff you were saying and I missed it.
No, nothing more, Martin. I was just going to check. Did you manage to upload anything? You remember you were saying you're going to upload something to the folder. I just haven't been able to get into the folder yet. We've had a crazy few days.
Yeah, I also haven't. In fact, as we're speaking, it's rendering. So I will.
Okay.
Yes, it's something that's going.
Fine.
Okay, it's imminent.
That's cool. Yeah, no, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so nothing else really from my end at this stage, Martin. Carlos, you haven't been on for a while, so Carlos, I don't have any feedback from your end.
Hi Martin, hi Kiran.
Yeah.
On my updates, I have contacted Lopeyok on Turkana translation. The Samburu actors are ready and probably they will be traveling on Sunday. Yeah, so my only worry is the Borana version and Somali version. But
So
Turkana is halfway being done, halfway, and now Borana and Somali remains a challenge to me.
okay. So let's discuss a little bit the one of the Samburu. Um, have you spoken with Shibia? He had said he will talk to you, the group, so that he can be firm up the issues of money because these things for them to travel it involves some kind of cash outlay. Have you had a chance to talk to him to confirm that it's happening on Sunday, Carlos?
Yes. I think Priscilla could answer that better, but we are 100% that we will travel on Sunday. So I think everything is going to be sorted
O-
ASAP.
Okay. Priscilla, maybe you can confirm. I see Steve's not in this meeting, but we need him to be also aware. So I just need to know: has Shibiha talked to you on the financials? Be sure that they're traveling on Sunday.
Yeah, we've spoken with Shibia,
Mm.
and Peter was to confirm that from our accountant. Peter, did you talk to Siat?
Mhm. Is
Peter?
Maybe his mic is off. Peter, you might want to click on your mic.
Yeah,
Hi,
but
hi Priscilla.
Mm.
Hi, Priscilla.
yes, Peter.
Yes, I just spoke with the Siat. Siat is working on that. Yeah, I pick up with Siat this morning.
So it's confirmed.
Yes, they are pushing to confirm. We'll make it happen.
Okay, that's very positive. I'm happy to hear that. So what I'll do, if you don't mind, I'll be back in touch with you tomorrow for the purpose of final confirmation, so that I can prepare the studios and everything and the people to receive you when you come. I also get back in touch with Carlos on where you can stay, just to let you know suitable places that fit your budget, things like that. So those two things I will do by tomorrow. So that's good. I think then that is a step forward.
Okay,
And
let's
yes, go ahead, Priscilla.
the WhatsApp group.
You said I
I'm
should
saying
use.
we can use the WhatsApp group.
Oh yeah,
The WhatsApp group, I think you saw it, for any quick information that needs to be passed.
I'll do that. Yeah, I know Carlos has been asking me to use it as well. Okay. Um. Yeah. So that's positive. If let's say we start on Monday, it's 4 days. It'll mean by Thursday we'll be done with the Samburu version, and give a couple of days after that, and we'll be able to give you the pre-visualization in full with the Samburu voice. So the animatic is what you saw earlier, which has stills, but now we'll be adding on this movement, which will now give you a stronger sense of what the final looks like. It means we're roughly a week away from finishing. It means that if we can get the recordings done by Thursday. So that's very positive. Um, yeah, so that's any other comment, maybe? Anything else you'd like to add before I just finalize? Steve's come, I see. Steve. Yeah, so Steve, I'll just quickly tell you that NRT have confirmed that the payments will be done by, let's say, by Monday, but they're working on them to have them done right away so that they can travel on Monday. The idea is for them to be here on Monday so that we start on Monday. So payments need to be done before then. So it's a matter of follow-up, just for him to know, because he's actually in some ways the host. We're going to his studio. I hope you heard that, Steve.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm currently rendering a file, which I started rendering, and it shows 47% complete. So it seems it needs another 10 minutes before it's done. If there are any questions that we can pursue, anything you'd like to ask anyone, I'm opening the floor again on audio, but also on the whole production. I'm opening it up, so can I have that?
All good, my end, Martin. Until we sort of see it and hear it, as I say, it's hard to comment. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be comments once we see it.
Okay, so just for the sake of our time, then, what I could do, and again, I apologize because it's the nature of the beast sometimes, but I'm behind in terms of the work. But this render will take around 10 more minutes. But rather than keep you here for 10 minutes, allow it to finish. Let it finish. Let everybody go, and then I will put a link and share it, and we can resume to comment on email. And feel free to make these comments because they really help, especially when Kiran is quite detailed with his comments. It really helps us to know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. So I'd encourage you to do that and to feel free to do it so that we can have a conversation online. It's also good because email records stuff. I mean, it's a record of things, so I can use that to share with the artists. So possibly the screening will happen online then, rather than in the meeting. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I think that sounds good, Martin. There's no point in us sitting here, so I agree that's a good idea.
Okay. So thanks very much, guys. I'm assuming it's the same for Peter and Priscilla and Carlos. But I'm going to be in touch with all of you just for the sake of planning for Monday.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you
Martin,
very much.
thanks. Yeah, thanks, Martin. We appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye. I'll stop the recording now.
Bye.
Bye, Priscilla.